What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Broccoli Balboa, a.k.a. Russell Westbrook, a.k.a. Veggie Miller, a.k.a. Mr. 51 pounds down and counting.
Tick, 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 tick.
But who's counting? Me, because I'm petty. Petty Kruger making memes while you dream. Sauce Barreau, Brockavelli, Brock the Strange,
Big Baller Brock.
Crocodile Dundee, Big Baller Brock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Charge you about $30,000 for them shoes.
Yeah.
You feel me? What you doing over there, babe?
Hey, man, it's your boy Remy Rothstein with the Mall Boss Lean Chef Reese, because
Yeah.
I'm always in the kitchen.
Chop, chop.
You know what I'm talking about? Smoothie Soprano, keeping everything on ice, everybody
What
chilling.
up?
You know what I mean? The Black Bond Smooth Gentleman, still turning down your girl's proposition. Philosopher Stone.
No, baby.
Reading, educating, you know, trying to uplift the people, man. We over here chilling. What we on today, man?
Hey, so we got, 3 things we're going to discuss today. First of them being the difference between vegan, vegetarian, and pescatarian.
Right.
Of course, it seems like a real easy question to answer, but a lot of people are in the dark, need to know the real thing. Also want to explore, do some vegans overlook human rights because they're looking over animal rights, So we'll dive into that. And then we're going to just talk about this non-processed versus processed vegan food.
Right.
If you can give us a brief explanation what the difference is between these foods, my brother, you know what I'm saying, for the unenlightened.
Yeah, I know, just real quick, I run into this all the time at restaurants, and I'm sure you do too. If you say you're a vegan, they start telling you stuff you can eat and be like, no, it's just egg. And so,
Word up.
So just for those who may not know, vegan means, and this is debatable too, but vegan in a general sense means that you don't eat any animal product, period. Milk, cheese, eggs, none of that. Vegetarians will eat dairy products, milk, cheese, eggs, things of that nature.
Right.
Pescatarians won't eat meat, but they will eat fish.
And seafood.
So you got a lot of different levels, and some people argue that if you're a vegan, you don't use animal products either. That's why we FlyVegans, we do what we like. But
well, there's also plant-based, of course, whereas though you got a lot of people that cut out a lot of that vegan products and all that other stuff out of their mindset. They just worried about how they feel, how they eat.
Exactly.
I think with if you're talking about all 3 of these strict ways of living, pescatarian for somebody that can't really find, that don't like to have all that inconvenience, because you're going to be inconvenienced to gradually you go up the scale or whatever.
Right.
So you can find some seafood pretty much everywhere.
Right.
Then, you cut that out, you can pretty much skate on vegetarian food. You know what I mean? Like, you can go to Mediterranean places, you can always find something vegetarian. That's an easy fix. But vegan, you better start cooking. For one.
Or learn how. I had to learn how.
Yeah, I don't want to scare nobody off of the movement, because that's what we're promoting, but you're going to have to start cooking, and you're going to have to start asking a lot of questions when you eat your food, or when you dine out. So that's all I see. And
you got to get uncomfortable or comfortable with making people uncomfortable, because for whatever reason, that's like asking about somebody's bank account. When you ask somebody what's in something, it's almost as taken as an insult. So you have to get comfortable with that and love yourself enough to be like, yo, I'm not going to eat something I don't know what's in it.
Exactly. It's your right.
Right. Right.
What you mean you don't want this? Like,
that's
it's
how
just
they
this.
Like, and I try to say it as cool as possible. It's all about your framing with things, but sometimes, some people just, and I get it, socially we programmed to think that food is a sense of love. So when you cook something for someone,
it's sustenance. It's just
it's like, I'm showing you love. How you gonna turn this down? But it just doesn't vibe with what I rock with as a vegan. And if you love me, you respect that, and life goes on. So I think it's important that people know what it is, because that will help people A, stick to what it is they're trying to do.
Yeah.
And B, accommodate those that are around them.
And also maybe have some type of framework of, a program on how to, if you want to elevate.
Right.
I'm not even going to call it elevate, because, time will tell. But I tend to believe that you'll live a healthier life vegan-wise. But time will tell. But if you want to do any of those, it helps you kind of give you a framework, a plan on how to progressively go to the other one.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. So let's get into this. I I think they're clear. They're clear, right?
I hope they're clear. I can't be no more clear. Tango down.
What else we got? What else we got? The caveman died, and we ain't doing all of that.
Yeah,
we ain't talking about all the weird shit.
Yeah, primal. I did all that, but
Yeah. Yeah. So let's do this. How do you feel, or do you feel that if you are like going out there talking about animal rights and showing people different mistreatment of animals, that you're neglecting human rights? Or do you feel like that's in the community?
I think it's a space for both.
Right.
I just feel like as a person, me personally, I hold myself accountable. Like, if I'm putting more attention on animals than I am humans, something's wrong with me.
Yeah.
So will I say, yo, it is kind of messed up how they treating them chickens? Yes, I will say that. But not more than I'm saying Black Lives Matter out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, it's not that I'm turning a blind eye to it, but this is a more pressing issue. If your engine fail and your tire go out, you got to deal with that engine before we get to the tire. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and particularly, I mean, I agree with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree that's my mind state. And that's, what helps me out and gives me my guidance. But I just think, I just can't understand that sometimes. But at the same time, people are saying, like, you can walk and chew gum at the same time. So I can care about the animals and my community as well. It's just that what bothers me sometimes when see people, like, aggressively demonstrate or, but you won't see those same people, galvanized when it's issues about,
right,
humans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I can't get with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to do one, do both.
I think it's hundreds of fights out there. Like, I always joke with you, like, choose your fighter. You know what I'm saying? Pick where you want to put your energy. And for a lot of them, I have a sympathetic mind state to. But I'm not actively in that fight because I see my people getting slaughtered.
Right.
Over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? And without humanity to even help out these animals that we care about, there would be no us. There would be no you. So it's like I have to put my attention there first before I just, all out for the chickens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and another piece to it is, like, if I talk personally about myself, a lot of these things are like things that hit home. Like, you may have had family members who, like, I don't understand how we can skirt past that. But my personal feelings is like, I have family members. I have people that look just like you and me that don't have any options, or they don't think they have any options on improving their health or maintaining their health or even elevating their health. They just like, I'm done. I'm going to the doctor. I'm done, period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't reverse certain situations. I can't,
Yeah. And it's
my
sad
focus is on them people.
You can reverse a lot. I mean, there are benefits to this. I mean, look at our skin, man. You see me out here, I'm glowing. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't bumped up or nothing. You know what I mean? Like, word up. And I shave and all that. I'm good out here. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of benefits, that are ignored. But at the end of the day, I really live by this. When I first went on this, like, path of consciousness or whatever you call it, it was like the secret that really put me gun-ho on it. And it was a part in there that said, be so focused on yourself that you don't have time to worry about what everybody else doing. You know what I'm saying? So I give my input here and there, but I'm more focused on how I'm eating to give a damn about how you eat. You know what I mean? For real. If you down with what I'm down with, let's do it. But if not, it's cool.
Right.
It's cool. Not about to argue with. I ain't arguing with you. You mad.
Yeah, man. But realistically, this is the last thing I'm gonna say on this. I just saw like a video of not a video, but like a meme of all of these pigs that got drowned in North Carolina, right?
Damn.
Right?
Like,
so
they just drowned them?
Because of the hurricane.
Okay. I'm about to say that.
Yeah, nah.
Oh, okay.
Pig genocide. I mean, it is pig genocide, but anyway.
Right.
But now I was like, not to feel bad. I mean, I do feel bad for the pigs, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, God damn, like, where to save people when people floating, Katrina?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, those people gotta live with that.
Yeah.
And if you really feel that way, like you care more about the pigs than you do people, I don't want you on this side anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay your ass over there.
Be a house Lannister,
right.
boy.
My whole house be burning down. You come grab the dog first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you as a neighbor anyway. Like, so.
Love the dogs. Love the dogs,
no
the pigs, dog, all that shit.
God damn, help a brother out. You know what I mean?
But I'd be damned if I'm gonna be silent when humans is dying too. You know what I'm saying?
At alarming rates. This ain't like surprising. That's why it's like when I start talking with people and they try to act like this shit ain't happening, I stop talking.
Yeah,
you know,
it's best to cut that off. You know what I mean?
It's just like, all right, bro. All right, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And I'm comfortable with that. You gotta be cool with just letting people be stupid. You gotta be cool with it. You're not gonna save everybody, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell no. Because even within that, you got people that you know, as you become vegan, you start to become, you know, awoke of other real things as well, and you're like, yo, you're not really eating vegan.
Right.
You fucking
right.
You are technically.
Nah, but
you know what I'm saying?
My cousin, it's two types of people in the world. It's the type of people who gonna accept, you know, criticism and check themselves, and it's the type of people who gonna fight it. So when my cousin checked me, she was like, "You be eating these Beyond Meat burgers and shit. You ain't like vegan like you think you vegan." And granted, Beyond Meat is vegan, but we gonna get into it. It's processed. So like, how healthy is that? Like, you put up the post. Fuck it, I guess we might as well get into it. I was talking with my cousin and she checked me and she was like, you know, you're not as vegan as you think you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, I don't eat no animal. And she like, yeah, you don't eat no animal, but you be eating them Beyond Meat burgers and all that processed shit, which brings us to our next question, which is basically, how do we feel about processed versus non-processed food as a vegan? And I had been a vegan for probably 4 years when she had 3-4 years when she asked me this. So I had no excuse. It wasn't like I could be like, well, this is the beginning of the journey, you know what I mean? And I had to check myself. Like, now I look at that shit as a treat. Like, it's like, I eat that occasionally, you know what I'm saying? Like how people probably should eat dessert. But it's, in by and large, I feel like although that processed vegan food is to help people transition. That's it. Once you get there, you shouldn't be loaded up on that every day. You know what I mean?
It should be definitely a transition type of food, and it should also, like you said, be a treat. You know what I'm saying? Even if you eat a typical omnivore diet, I don't think you should be eating pizza and subs every day. That's your treat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get over to the vegan world, you're still eating pizza and subs, and you still trying to find pizza and subs. So technically, yes, you may be doing your best part to preserve the animals and no animals are harmed in your food, but you definitely, sir, are most likely harmed this shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that shit pop locking in your body. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just it's like all in your shit,
right?
Mixing it all up because you know, like, I ain't gonna lie, I fall into periods where I get to, like, I just get lazy. It's like we was talking earlier, you know, you're going to have to know how to cook a little bit or learn how to cook or manipulate some food in some way or just eat the shit. Yeah. Just not care about no prep time and just eat the shit. But that's what I'll fall into sometimes. I'll eat those processed foods because it's cooked easy and fast, just like any omnivore's food. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a burger, slap it on the grill, whatever, you ain't got to think about it. Right. But then I'll be like, God damn, like, after a while you keep eating that, I know the difference. I know the difference of, it's just a general feeling when you eat too much soy. I don't know if there's something, maybe I need to look this up and come back to y'all. But what I will say is that I just feel differently when I eat a whole bunch of soy and all these processed foods. It's just not as clean feeling. You know what I'm saying? So
instantly,
you got to balance it out.
And I always tell people, let that be your guide, man. Don't listen to nothing we saying. Actually go and eat some McDonald's. Go to McDonald's. Eat some, since that's what you like, and then 30 minutes later, write down in the tablet how you feel. Write down and be honest. And then the next day, eat a salad. And then 30 minutes later, write down how you feel.
This, yeah, you know, that may work, but I don't know about day to day, because you know what's gonna happen. Somebody gonna eat the vegan food or eat, you know, a salad or whatever. I don't feel full and shit.
Yeah,
then they like, damn. But
I get what you're saying, but I ain't even talking about that. I'm not even talking about like, I don't want you to write down the wrong shit. Only thing I want you to write down is how you physically feel. Not like full, that's not what I mean. I mean like, does your stomach hurt? Do you feel like you got a shit? Do you feel sluggish? Even if you feel full, fuck it, write that down. I don't feel full, cool. But if you did that for a week, off and on, I would guarantee that every time you ate something clean, you feel like you could run a triathlon. You couldn't go. Matter of fact, add this to your equation. Play basketball after you eat what you eat. 30 minutes later, play basketball, eat
shit.
and see how that quarter pounder meal get you on the court.
Watch LeBron be watching this shit.
Yeah,
got that bitch.
Word up. Except for he an anomaly, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know, that's why I said that.
And he ain't eating no goddamn McDonald's every day. You know that.
Shit.
He ain't eating that shit every day looking
LeBron
like that.
Eat ribs and all types of shit,
man. He might eat ribs, but he ain't eating no McDonald's.
Mike was in the commercial with the Big Mac, shooting jumpers off the wall, nigga.
It's a lot of niggas in commercials. They can't eat that shit. Mike can't eat no McDonald's every day. Ain't no way. He couldn't even function. This is a multi-millionaire. You think he even in McDonald's?
Yes, yo.
Man, Mike ain't eating no McDonald's every day.
They was some hardcore niggas back then, yo.
Not at the height of his career. Mike wasn't eating McDonald's every day, dog. He had a whole
That's
chef.
That's when he had the whole chef.
He had a whole chef.
Huh?
He had a whole chef.
From McDonald's. Come on, yo.
So you think he just went downstairs and was like, let me get a number 4. Let me get a bowl of Wheaties.
I'm not advocating for McDonald's and no meat-eating establishments. I'm just saying there was extraordinary dudes back then, you feel me? But imagine if Mike, you know what I'm saying, didn't eat Big Macs all the time. I'm telling you, he ate Big Macs all the time.
He might have ate Big Macs. He might have ate Big Macs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But
terrible diets, yo. He probably gonna be even better, you know what I mean? But
don't
anyway,
have a terrible diet. If he'd have been a vegan, he'd have been even better. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Well, how you living over there, B?
Elevated.
Okay.
Saturated.
Okay, I guess.
Satiated.
I think you just saying shit. You sound like
motivated.
It's an Eminem verse.
No, please. Pardon me, good brother. The one over here. Let me finish. It's round 3. It's getting hot in here. Y'all know my slogan. Get them the fuck out of here. I'm out of here, man.
Already, man.
How you feeling? No, I'm fucking around.
I'm good, man. I'm feeling like a fly vegan.
Word up.
That's not putting animals over humans and trying to get away from processed food.
Word up.
And worry about the bankroll at the same time. You know what I'm talking about?
Word to J Press.
Word to J Press. Word to J Press.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. But we're going to stay sucker free in a land full of lollipops, man. Make sure y'all check my man out.
Broccoli_Balboa.
And you can holler at me at RimRockFit on everything. We are the FlyVegans. Peace.